What's up, everyone? Nick here. I just wanted to say there's some crazy stuff going on right now, and I am like over the moon excited about it, and a lot of people are, and I want to tell you about it because I think you might be too. If you know me at all, I mean, obviously we're friends or connected on social media, so you probably see my posts about these things. I am a part of this awesome organization called Awaken Catholic. And it's grown over the last couple of years to a point where every single month, the videos and content that we produce, the podcasts, everything is getting north of 700,000 streams per month. And what a lot of people don't know is that Awaken Catholic actually started as an events company literally right when the pandemic started, like right before the pandemic started. So we were just like fecal matter out of luck. And so anyways, it's okay because God did amazing things with that. And we ended up shifting our focus to media like a lot of people did. But we recently moved out of my basement, which we had been operating out of my basement for all of the years it had been running, including, 8 employees and all the different hosts of the different shows and the guests that they would bring in. They would all travel through my house. And now we have just moved into this commercial space in a mall, a public mall. And we're based in Bowling Green. So it's the Bowling Green Woodland Mall, which a lot of you who live in Bowling Green might know that the mall has seen better days. And I think that the introduction of Awaken being here is a big part of the mall reviving. There's a couple new restaurants that just opened in the food court. Well, one just opened and one is going to open. There's a few different things happening here that there's a new life being brought in. And we're really excited to be a part of that. But it's this massive 6,500 square foot space that is heavily under construction at the moment. And this is our main stage that we just got done building. And now we're gonna do a lot to make the background really beautiful. That's all the stuff that's there right now is temporary, just as we continue to work on it and make the background gorgeous for our productions. While we've been under construction over the last 6 months, 7 months, whatever it is, our main production set has actually been here, because this is the only place where the carpeting was just not obliterated to all heck. And so we picked this spot because then we could rip up all the gross, weird carpeting that was everywhere else. And we painted and glossed the concrete and stuff. But anyways, there's so much happening. And I wanted to announce too that on March 29th, 2 really cool things are happening. One, Christopher West, who is literally my hero, literally attending one of Christopher West's events on the campus of Bowling Green State University is what brought me back to the Catholic Church. And so essentially the man that is the reason that any of this stuff exists and the reason for any of the ministry that I've done over the years, that man is going to be right here on March 29th for a morning event. The tickets are going to go up for that tomorrow. And then that night, his musician, Mike Mangione, who is an amazing musician, he's going to be doing a concert here also that night. And the tickets for that are also going to go up tomorrow. We need your help because all of this, like we're still, even though we're outputting like crazy, like we're creating so much stuff that impacts people's lives in different ways. Even though we're operating on this crazy local and global scale, we're a small company. Like we're really small. And this is a whole lot to undertake. And if you are interested in being a part of like what makes all this possible, I just want you to consider $5 a month would be super helpful to join this mission because we need help. Like we really, really need help to keep all of this stuff going in this crazy, amazing momentum that God has just been grabbing the steering wheel on. But we really need help. And I don't often come out and say this way, but I was encouraged by one of my friends who is a director at EWTN just a couple days ago. She said to me, Nick, EWTN is funded, and it's like literally the biggest global religious media company in the world. They are almost entirely funded by little micro donations that are given every month. And so she encouraged me like, Nick, invite people to give even just $5. And if enough people give $5, that would make such a big difference for us. As much as our operation is doing and as much as we're outputting, all of our team members are still part-time and it's holding us back like crazy. So not only are we trying to renovate this amazing space that God has blessed us with, but we're also just trying to do radically crazy things. It's just crazy. We need help. We need help. And all of our team members really should be full-time and like so much as possible. These events that we're going to do here, let me just say, we 2 weeks, something like that, after the lockdowns lifted, we hosted an event called Why Be Catholic at the Pinnacle, which is just a secular event venue available in Maumee, Ohio. We hosted an event there called Why Be Catholic featuring Jason Everett. and Bishop Daniel Thomas. They both gave keynotes at it. And it was incredible. The people that owned the venue, before the event took place and when we were signing the lease with them and stuff, they were like, I don't know if this is a good idea for you guys to do. Like, no one's going to come because of, the pandemic. And I was like, no, God has a reason we're doing this. And we ended up filling up more than half the venue. Again, that's just a couple of weeks after the lockdowns were lifted. People are hungry for these types of things. And I know for a fact that there are people that literally joined RCIA, which is like the course you go through to become a Catholic. I know there are people that entered the RCIA program as a result of attending the YB Catholic event. Like, events are immense. Events mean so much to me because it was a Christopher West event that brought me back to the Catholic Church. And so these events, like creating our own event venue, this main production stage is a stage. And so it's going to double as an event venue. And we want to have a regular, consistent, rotating schedule of events that are offered for our local community here in person that are transformative and can make a huge impact on people's lives. And then also bless the world at large, because then we would publish the recordings from them through the upcoming Awaken app and on different platforms. And so this just has so much potential, but we are like hitting a real ceiling where it is difficult for us to accomplish what we're already accomplishing with the current giving that we're receiving. And guys, if you are someone that's already a part of the Awaken Nation, already someone that's donating monthly to Awaken, thank you so much, because it would be literally impossible without you. And then even along those lines, a huge thank you to the Bowling Green Council of the Knights of Columbus from St. Aloysius and St. Thomas More parishes. They literally built this stage. There was like a huge army of 15 knights that were here for a few weeks building this stage, and they also donated the lumber for it. And this stage is incredible. It's so perfect for what we need. And a bunch of them are also going to come back and tear down the bar that's over here. And they're going to build us a new bar that'll make it a lot easier for us to host events with catering and, make drinks and different types of foods available during events. So there's a lot going on here that already has been from the generosity of so many amazing, beautiful people. But we need to grow our donor base. We need to grow the people that are on mission with us. So if you can even spare $5 a month, that would be so amazing. If you can do more, awesome, thank you. But like, even if we could just get an army of people doing $5 a month, what a difference that could make in our effectiveness and our ability to do this. And also to finish renovating the space for these events that we would love to get to a point where we're doing them once a quarter, maybe once every other month, maybe even once a month. And who knows what other ways God can use this space. And in fact, not only for events, but even just having a place like this that's in such a public place, a public forum, you could almost say, of a mall that is a storefront location. We've already had people walk in here asking about us. We even had one guy walk in here recently that he was just like, hey, are you guys Christian? We were like, yeah, we are. And he's like, I just need someone to pray with me. And I just sat with him and I heard his story and then I prayed over him. And it was such a beautiful moment. And that's only made possible by having a venue, a location like this that is not a church, because a lot of times some people would be hesitant to walk up to or even into a church. And this is just such a non-threatening place for people to come to along those lines. Thank you again for those of you who are already supporting us. And if you are feeling a tug on your heart to be a part of this, it can really make a big difference. So thank you all, and I love you, and Jesus loves you more. Peace.